I hope I look as tired as I feel, but I'm in my hotel room in Zurich, and I'll do a full thing after I've had a sleep, but I am so tired, just fucked. I'll do a full post and a full around the room tour thing that I do. Yeah, I just wanted to say I haven't forgotten you, and that there's pretty much no images from Zurich because it is what it was and what it was planned to be, a stopover on the way to Venice. But this was the quickest way to get from Warsaw down to Venice without having to go back to Berlin. I didn't want to go back the way I came, so the only other way was Vienna, Zurich, Venice. And you know, I can say I've been to those places now. Didn't see much of it, but I've been there. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. I'm stuffed. So I guess I should show you around my hotel room in Zurich. It's room 202 of the Hotel Extra, and I'll show you how that's spelled. Yeah. So let's start over here from the door. And that's the wall. Nice little shelving here. Place to put your bag, shelving. TV, tuned to CNN, as always. I'll tell you what, I'll be the most well-informed person when I get home. A little desk, recharging station, iPod, bag, chair, beds, in an odd kind of twist. They're like set off from the wall at an angle because it's two twins. Some weird paint scheme going on there. And in here we have the toilet and the mirror and the window, and I'll get to the window in a second because it's funky. And the door. But where's the shower, I hear you ask? It's behind the door. I almost freaked out when I realised, oh, the shower's behind the door. And there's the shower. A little short for my likings, but whatever. Anyway, it's this window that's got me absolutely impressed. So, look, you pull it open, right? It opens back, you can see out. But what about those times when you've just had a shower and you don't want everyone to see you in your birthday suit? Well, see this lever here? Flip it. And now it opens back so you can vent. That just flipped me out. I absolutely love this window. Like, the design is just so simple that this can change it is just absolutely astounding. So that's really kind of it. I have more windows. Okay, cool. There's a apothecary and tram lines. The trams are running, so that's always handy. Yeah, that's about it. I'd do a lot more and be a lot funnier, but I'm really tired and I'm getting properly sick, like in my throat and shit, so it's not good. I'll talk to you later and I'll do a full debrief about the last couple of days. Anyway, talk soon. Sorry, I just woke up. The last few days were a lot harder than I thought they'd be. I mean, I knew they'd be pretty hard travel-wise, but damn, man, seriously. So this is what happened. I went from Warsaw to Zurich via Vienna. Well, actually, the trip is meant to be Warsaw to Venice via Vienna and Zurich. But, I mean, the Polonia, the train from Warsaw to Vienna, And I love trains that have their own little nicknames. I think that's cute. So the Bologna was a good ride. It was just over 6 hours long, and for the first 2, I had to hide out in the restaurant car. Now, it's not just because it was breakfast and I wanted something to eat. It was because in my compartment there was a Polish woman in her late 50s who was wearing yellow tartan, right, as a design, both top and skirt, and her handbag also matched her clothes, which I couldn't handle, really. I had to get out of the compartment. But that's not the only reason. The other reason is because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. She kept talking and talking loudly. And when I put my headphones on, she talked even louder. And I'm like, I don't want to overhear a conversation at the best of times, let alone a conversation I don't fucking understand. But anyway, I went to the restaurant carriage, and I love the restaurant carriages on these trains. They're awesome. It's just basically a big space with chairs and shit, and it was great. I had this waiter who was like, I don't know, he was either on Eckies or something, but he was really happy to be there, and he was really cool. And yeah, I had why do I keep saying bratwurst? German. I had kielbasa, the same thing basically, and I got 3 bottles of drink to take back to my cabin, and you know how much that cost me? 36 zloty. I was going out of my tiny little mind because I only had about 10 zloty left. I'm like, shit, what am I going to do? And I'm like, do you take euros? And he's like, oh yeah, hang on, he punches it up on his little calculator. €10.60. Score! Gotta love that exchange rate. I didn't see much of Vienna. It was raining and it was cold. I had 9 hours, but I just could not be asked going out of the train station. I'm so fucking tired. I've been waking up by alarms for the last 4 days. That's not holidays. I've been trying to go to bed early, but I just haven't been able to. And I think I'm getting sick again. I've got a really sore throat. I got some lozenges that are working, so. But I arrived in Zurich at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we were getting out of the cabin. As you've seen, the cabins are small, and a fucking lady who works on the trains coming and going, last stop, you must get off. And I'm like, yes, we would if we could fit 5 people in the cabin getting their stuff out at once, but you can't. You can only fit 1, and it's like playing Tetris. I don't want to talk about it, really. It's just so... It was ludicrous. It really was. And all I could do was laugh. I just burst out into fits of giggling because it was so hilarious. So then I turned up at Zurich. And they had the luggage lockers. So I'm like, sweet. So I went to put my big bag in, and they don't take euros here, they take Swiss francs. Thank God the change place is open, is all I can say. ~6. So I got some change and I put my bag away, and then I walked up to my hotel, located my hotel, which is good. And then I wanted to, because Zurich's surrounded by mountains, like proper mountains, not bumps like we have back home. And I wanted to go up there and take some shots of Zurich from above. But I got down to the station and I looked at my watch and it was almost check-in time, and I was just so tired from everything that had happened, and I was just drained and I wasn't well, and I just picked up my bags and I came back here, I just couldn't do it. And I'm still tired now. But I just have to keep going. I'll be able to wind down a bit in Venice. Won't have to have an alarm in Venice. And yeah, then I'm in Zurich, which is cool, and I like Zurich, and I'd like to come back here and see it properly when I have more time. And I got the 9 o'clock. The 9 o'clock Cisalpino to Venice. Anywho, better go, better pack, better do all those things that I should be doing, but can't be asked. But hey, at least I got the update done, so that's good. I'll talk to you guys later. Might have a bit of a snooze first.